Hello and welcome to another video. Today we are going to be customizing the Dewbauchee Rapid GTX. It comes in at around $2.7 million. Let's see if it's worth it. I'm going to of course put on all of the usual things like armor, brakes and stuff. Let's look at the liveries. There's a lot of stripy ones on this. Some with text. I like the mono stripes. Squadron's okay. I am going to go for the mono on this one. So let's look at some colours. Let's go through the chrome here, the chameleon colours. I quite like most of them. I don't think that they necessarily go with the stripes, but it does look nice. I am tempted. I wish I had the steel and aluminium unlocked, but I don't, so I can't select those. I think it would look probably best in those colours. So I think I'm probably going to go for something similar to that, but I'm just going to scroll through these so you can see what it looks like with all these other colour options. I actually think the blue's quite nice, but not probably going to go for blue. I'm probably going to go for a silver here. Something around that. Black steel maybe? Yeah, black steel on this particular one. I'm going to put a pearlescent on, I think. I think I'm going to put on maybe an orange or a yellow, something like that, just to make it shine as if the sun's hitting it. So an orange, I think that looks nice. And then for the secondary colour, I think I'm going to go for something quite similar, maybe frost white to match the... Yeah, I think frost white to match the livery might be quite nice. You can do trim colour with this car as well, which is quite nice. I like to be able to colour the interior of cars. Personally, I think it adds an extra touch. I think I'm going to go for a silver there as well, just to match the sort of colour scheme I have going on here. You can add a roll cage, which is quite nice. Padded or non-padded. You've got skirts here. There's all the different skirt options. Gonna go for the secondary trim there, of course, to match the livery. I think is a good idea. We've got splitters here. Seems like there's quite a lot of customization options here in this car, which is nice. I always like a lot of customization. And I want the secondary trim around the bottom there, just as I have on the sides. Spoilers. Got a few options. Not many that can get the colour paint on there though. I'd have liked to have had a bit more of the secondary colour on these wings. Some of them look okay. The street wing I think looks nice. Add in the comments what you think about the customization on this car. Is it nice? Are they good options they've given us for this car? I don't know. Some of them I think are, but this is the only one that's got the secondary colour on, so I'm going to have to go for that. And I'm going to put on a sun strip, I think, as well. just a plastic one because I want that to carry on over the top. Let's put on turbo here. Oh, some vents. You can add vents. That's quite nice to be able to do that. You can add a badge there. Make it look a little bit like an Aston Martin maybe. I think there's definitely Aston Martin in this car. I think the Champion still looks more like an Aston in my opinion, but this does still look like an Aston Martin. Triple exhaust is what we're going to go for there. Next up we have grills. A few options there. Again, a little bit of secondary colour for me. Now let's look at the hoods. These are the different options you have. Try and find one that doesn't interfere too much with the livery there, but I think that one looks okay. Let's put on some lighting maybe. We are going to do front, back and sides for this car, I think. Let's go for... yellow or golden shower? Yeah, golden shower, I think nice. I think that looks good. We've got mirrors, of course. A few different options there. Nice mirror options actually for a change. Let's use that one. We're going to change the plate, of course, to one of my two main ones. Rear diffusers, we've got a few of those. They look a bit aggressive for my liking, but... And I think that's pretty much it, except the wheels and windows. So let's go for some wheels. I'm going to have those ones. I often use these, and I am going to put in, I think, frost white. I don't think any other colour. Yeah, the orange is going to be, I think, too much, isn't it? I'm tempted though. Very tempting. The white just looks a little bit cleaner, I think. The orange, I think, a little bit too flashy for this style of car. So we're going to go frost white. There's your different tyre design options, as always. Bulletproof tyres we're putting on here, and I think we are going to have some orange smoke to match the orange hue that we have on this car. Let's go limo, and now let's take out this car and test it outside, and of course see whether it's worth the money. So here we are with it outside. You can hear the car going there. That's the sound that it makes, of course. And it's a pretty good drive. I wouldn't say it's anything spectacular. It's certainly not the fastest car of all time. It does pick up speed nicely, but I do find, I've driven this car a couple of times, I do find it is a little bit slippery sometimes. Like, it does have a tendency to spin a bit on the corners. I don't know whether that's the tyres that I put on or whether it is actually the car, but it's okay. If I was to really sort of give a description of this car, I would say not bad. The problem is, it is $2.7 million. That's a lot of money. So is it worth buying? Well, if you like Aston Martins, I'd recommend it. Otherwise, I'd say give it a miss. Please like, comment, subscribe, and leave in the comments any suggestion you might have on future videos. Until the next time, thank you very much.